Hello students, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. Last video I have explained you about the meaning of the term allowances and what is the classification of allowance into fully taxable, fully exempted and partly taxable. And one allowance I have explained you in detail, that is entertainment allowance. Now in this video I am going to solve 4 problems on EA, entertainment allowance. So the problems are based on the provisions of the Act, which I have already explained in detail in the previous video. So if you have not watched that video, I suggest you first of all go to the playlist of my channel, select the subject income tax for the assessment year 25-26, watch the video of allowances and EA, be thorough about the provisions, then only you can be able to understand the problems on EA. So if you are satisfied, give a like to the video, share my channel and subscribe. So before starting the problems, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. Apart from that, problems are also displayed here. We can see the problem and understand the contents and we can solve the problem. Now I am going to start problems on entertainment allowance. Now, first problem. See the first problem. Mrs. Sarvi is working as an officer in Maharashtra government. So, EA deduction under section 16(2) will be allowed only for government employees. For non-government employees, no deduction under section 16(2). So, first of all, Sarvi is working in Maharashtra in government. Her salary particulars are basic pay 11,000 per month, CCA 900 per month, EA 1200 per month, and compute the amount of EA to be allowed as deduction. So first condition is the SSC, if government employee, then only deduction will be allowed. To the list of the following 3 amounts: 20% of salary, second actual EA received, or fixed ceiling amount of 5,000. That's it. So the SSC is a government employee, so EA reduction under section 16(2) is allowed, which is list of the following 3 amounts. Now see carefully. 20% of salary. Salary means only basic we have to take. So in the problem it is given basic salary is 11,000 per month. It is given in the problem. And into 12 is 1,32,000. Into 20% it comes to 26,400. That is the 20% of salary. Second, actual EA receipt. In the problem it is given 1,200 per month into 12, 14,400. And the fixed ceiling amount, 5,000. That is fixed, given by the Income Tax Act. So in these 3, whichever is the least, that is the deduction allowed under section 16(2). The least is 5,000. So therefore, deduction under section 16(2) is rupees 5,000. That's it. Now I am coming to the second problem. See the second problem carefully. Mr. Raghuvir is working as a lecturer in a government college in Indore. So again a government employee, so EA reduction is allowed. Now his monthly salary particulars are basic pay 9,000 per month, DA 5,000 per month, education allowance to his children 800 per month, EA entertainment allowance is 1,200. On 1st January 2025, he retired and joined in a private college as a lecturer for the same pay. Calculate the deduction under section 16(2). So actually the SSC, the employee, retired from the government job, and from 1st January 2025, he joined in a private organization. So EA reduction will be allowed only for government employees, not for private employees. So here, first 9 months, that means from 1st April 2024 to 31st December 2024, these 9 months he was a government employee. Remaining 3 months from 1st January 2025 to 31st March 2025, he was a non-government employee. So deduction is available only for 9 months. Deduction calculation is available only for 9 months. Now, the SSC Mr. Raghuvir is a government employee for the first 9 months for the current previous year 24-25. EA deduction 16.2 will be allowed only for government employees. Just now I told you, for 3 months he was not a government employee, so for 3 months deduction is not allowed. Hence the deduction will be allowed only for 9 months. The deduction is list of the following 3 amounts as usual: 20% of salary, actual year received, or fixed amount of 5,000. That's it. So 20% of salary. Salary per month is 9,000. Per month 9,000. So 9,000 into 9, 81,000. 20% of 81,000, it comes to 16,200. Right? Actual year received is given in the problem 1,200 per month into 9 months. Because for 9 months he was a government employee. So it comes to 10,800. And the fixed ceiling amount given by the Income Tax Act is 5,000 rupees. So among these 3, whichever is the least, 5,000 is the least. So this 5,000 is the deduction allowed under section 16.2. That's it. The least of the 3 amount is 5,000, hence deduction is allowed 5,000. The fixed ceiling amount is not to be taken as per annum. The fixed ceiling amount is not to be taken as per annum and reduce it for 9 months. Not. Income Tax Act says 5,000 is the limit. So complete 5,000 you should take. You should not reduce it to 9 months. That's it. So this is the problem number 2. Now third problem. The following are income particulars of Mr. Uday Kumar for the previous year relevant to the current assessment year. Basic pay 14,000 per month, DA 1,800 per month, and entertainment allowance 3,000 per month. Calculate the amount of deduction allowed under section in the following cases under section 16.2. So what are the deductions allowed? See carefully. 3 cases are given: A, B, C. A case, if he is a government employee. Second, B, if he is a non-government employee. C, if he is a local authority or municipal employee and the actual amount spent towards EA is 2,000 per month. And lastly, if the EA allowance was granted for official purpose. So these 4 cases are there. In every case, we have to find out how much is the deduction allowed under section 16.2, EA deduction. Now, first of all, A case, government employee. For government employee, EA deduction is allowed. So government employee deduction under section 16.2 is list of the following 3 amounts. 20% of salary. Salary means only basic. The basic salary 14,000 per month into 12, you will get 1,68,000. 20% of 1,68,000, you will get 33,600. So 33,600 first amount. Second, actual year receipt. In the problem it is given 3,000 per month into 12, 36,000. And thirdly, fixed ceiling amount, which is given by the Income Tax Act, 5,000. Whichever is least among these 3, 5,000 is the least. Therefore, EA deduction under section 16.2 is 5,000 in the first case, where the SSC is a government employee. Now, second, non-government employee. No deduction under section 16.2 is allowed for non-government employees. Finished. Then third one, local authority, municipal employee, and the actual amount spent towards entertainment allowance is 2,000 per month. Income Tax Act says EA deduction under section 16.2 is allowed only for government employees. Government employees means central government employees and state government employees. It does not include statutory, corporation or local authority employees. In our problem, it is given the SSC is a local authority or municipal employee, not allowed as deduction. No deduction will be allowed, and the actual amount spent towards entertainment expenses will be ignored. No deduction will be allowed for this employee because he will be treated as a non-government. Only central government, state government employees are allowed. Local authority, municipal employee, no deduction will be allowed. Actual amount spent, ignored. Now last, D case. If entertainment allowance is given for official purpose. Remember I told you in the theory video, EA can be given for official purpose or for personal purpose. If EA is given for official purpose, it is not an income in the hands of the employee. Not an income. because he is getting the allowance to be spent for official purpose. He is not getting any benefit. It is not an income. If some amount is unspent, that is taxable. For example, employer pays 50,000 EA for official purpose, but the employee has spent 40,000 on entertainment. Remaining 10,000 is unspent. The Income Tax Act says that 10,000 is taxable under the head allowances for official purpose. For entertainment allowance given for personal purpose, it is fully taxable for non-government employee, right? So here when EA is given by employer for official purpose, it is not to be treated as income. However, if the actual amount spent is less than the received amount, then the difference is taxable under the head allowances. So this is the end of the problems on entertainment allowance. 4 problems I have explained where how to calculate the deduction, EA reduction under section 16.2. So if you are satisfied, give a like to the video, share my channel, subscribe and give the comment on these videos. So apart from this, I have uploaded so many subjects videos. So frequently visit the playlist of my channel, see what are the subjects available, and whichever subject you are interested in, watch the video, enhance the knowledge and become successful in your educational career. I wish you all the best for your preparations. Inshallah, we'll start the next allowance in the next video.